What's up? Travis here again with Lucky Tackle Box. And guys, we're going into pre-spawn. That means water temps are heating up no matter where you're at. And to me, the biggest thing I look forward to this time of the year is giant bass on topwater baits. So today, we're breaking down the BD series topwater, which is the Duckett series topwater, to really target those huge, aggressive females. And if you're looking to catch one of your record bass, this is the time to do it, and this is the type of bait to do it on. When it comes to rigging, throwing topwater, line choice is probably one of the most important things. You need a line that floats. So I use 50 to 80 pound braid, but you can also use monofilament, so like a 12 to 20 pound monofilament, which also floats. The idea is you don't want that line pulling the bait underwater. So if the line sits on top as you're working it, it's gonna stay pulling that bait on top. Okay guys, gear ratio is not that important with the reel because we're just fishing this topwater. But what's really important is actually your rod selection. I like Castaway's 7-foot medium to medium heavy fast action rod. I need enough backbone to really fire this bait out long distances, but I need a very soft rod tip so I can really work this bait how it needs to be worked this time of the year. And we're gonna talk about that in more detail right now with Retrieval. First thing when throwing a topwater walking bait like this is called walking the dog. So with my rod tip down and semi-slack line, I want to just give it little twitches, okay? And that's gonna make that bait move side to side, and that's called walking the dog. And it looks like a little bait fish running, kind of going back and forth on top of the water there. So this time of the year, these big females are getting really territorial. So they'll hang out on, different trees and different structure and stuff, and that's where they're gonna feed, and that's where they're gonna kind of push other bait fish and things away from, even when they're not feeding. So if you don't get bit just walking the dog, you wanna give it slack line, and you wanna try to keep that bait in that strike zone, in that area for as long as possible. And the more noise you can sit there and make with it, and the longer you can stay there, eventually that big old female is gonna get pissed off and come hammering. Oh. Yes. 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 All right, when it comes to finding these big females this time of the year, it's all about location, location, location. And sure, with a topwater walking bait like this, you can really just put the trolling motor down and cover water and really work that bait quickly and kind of find some of these more active fish. But when it comes to finding these big females, I really like to limit where I'm fishing. And I like to target structure that's at the mouth of spawning areas and everything. So if you know an area where these fish are gonna be up spawning, whether it's a flat, some kind of gravel, cove or anything like that, you want to move out from there and look for any kind of trees, pilings, anything that these big females are gonna be relating to, and that's where you're gonna really want to target a lot of casts. I like really throwing, 3, 4, even 5 casts and slowly working that bait around areas that I think those big females are in, and then I'll get up and move to another area where I think they're in. I don't spend a lot of time covering water this time of year because I'm really looking for a specific type of bite. As those water temps keep rising as we move into spring, those fish are gonna keep moving into the shallow areas. So when you find good structure in the front of spawning areas, you're gonna find some great bass fishing action. So make sure you're using a good topwater bait like this Duckett series topwater. Keep that bait in the strike zone. You're either gonna get reaction strikes or you're gonna piss off those big old territorial females. Either way, this is one of the best times of the year to catch some of your biggest fish of the entire year. I'm Travis with Lucky Tackle Box. If you enjoyed the video, like always, give us that little thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want any more information on the gear we are using, whether it's rods, reels, line, or any of the clothing, check that description box below as well, because we should have some links for you down there.
I don't know if my motor's gonna make it.